Hey, it's Sandra. Welcome to another episode of Asexualized, my asexual life. This is the place to be for education about asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit the great big subscribe button down below. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content, although it is going to be rather a sad one tonight. If you don't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, author of Asexual Perspectives, 47 asexual stories, love, life and sex, a celebration of asexual diversity. If you don't know, hi Michael. Thanks for tuning in. If you don't know what asexuality is and you just tune into this channel, it's lack of sexual attraction. So in my case, I'm a heteromantic asexual. I get attracted romantically to guys, but not sexually, so I don't want to have sex with them. I'm also the founder of asexualise.com and the founder of Asexualise Academy. Thank you so much, Michael, for tuning in. Thank you to anyone else who's watching tonight. Like I just said, I'm a heteromantic. I get attracted to guys romantically, so I kiss and cuddle and not have sex with them. And I was in a relationship with a guy who seemed to fit all my criteria pretty much. And today I had to let him go. Yeah, today I had to let him go. And it's really, really hard letting go of someone you love. Really, really, really difficult. And I didn't want to do it, but I thought it's best for him and it's best for me. I thought that's what he wanted. So I am really upset. I've been really upset all day. Thank God I've got amazing friends who can look after me, take good care of me. And so yeah, you might be wondering what happened. And everything was going really well. We got on really well. Lots of love between us, lots of caringness. On Sunday, he told me something that I was quite shocked about. I wasn't expecting. It caught me off guard. I got upset. He got angry and upset. And I thought that we'd sorted things out. You know, like some people, sometimes you do get upset when someone tells you something, especially when it's a new relationship and you don't really understand everything about a person. You're trying to get to know them better. And sometimes things can shock you and upset you. And obviously you need to work through that together and talk about it and discuss solutions. And, you know, after that, things just became different. So he's all the type of love and closeness that we had. He seemed more distant, and on the phone the next day seemed to talk to me more like a mate rather than a boyfriend, girlfriend. And it's been really difficult because I thought we were so good together, you know. He was like planning his future with me, about getting his own place, about me staying over there, about him cooking for me, that he wanted to do that, and that he'd even got a laptop that he could, you know, like make an account for me so I could do my business work there, so I could spend lots of time with him, get a new bed over there, and, you know, and he was planning, like even said on Sunday, about a memory box together, about putting photographs in and creating all the memories of the future with me. And I honestly thought he loved me. You know, I loved him. I still do. I broke it off with him because it seemed I had no choice but to do that for the best for both of us. Because I tried to tell him that I wasn't feeling happy in the relationship. I needed to talk to him, and that he seemed distant from me compared to what he was before. And it seemed like he was disinterested in me being in a relationship with me. And I was trying to talk to him, and he wasn't really responding much to that, apart from sending a few love stickers back, which of course I love love stickers. But you know, when you need to talk about a serious issue in a relationship, it's really important that you're both able to talk to each other and sort any issues, problems or concerns or worries out. And to have a person like love you and care for you and be there for you and plan the whole future together, then all of a sudden they're different to you and lose interest in you romantically and treat you more like a mate. It's like, what happened? You know, something must have happened. And I don't know what happened, if I'm honest. I just know that I can't continue to be in a relationship with someone who seems disinterested in me and not wanting to be in a relationship with me anymore. And I think it's really sad because I think we were so good together. We loved just going to the same places together. We loved a lot of the same music, a lot of the same movies. Like I said, he was making plans to be together. We did shopping together. It was so natural. Like he was fine without sex. I hate sex. It was very interesting because like we both love kissing, and maybe I love a bit more. I found some things out myself that I didn't know. One is that I can be attracted to a British guy, so I guess that's the one good thing I can take from this experience, is that I can change. When I'm ready to go back to doing dating, I can change my profiles or just update them anyway, because I guess I should update them and say I'm not in a relationship anymore. That I can put that a younger British guy, asexual guy, whereas before it was always to do with foreign guys. He's the first British guy I've ever been that attracted to. I think this is powerful attraction between me and him, really, really strong. And I know he felt that too, and that just doesn't disappear overnight. And all the love stuff, the romantic videos he was sending me, the way he took care of me, we did shopping together, he brought his stuff over to mine, we shared our space together. I hate cooking for a guy. I've sworn I'll never do that, but yeah, I was cooking for him on Sunday because I loved him that much. And I haven't known him long, but you know what I'm like, like I can really fall for a person quickly, and hasn't happened in a long time. I've been good at managing my hyper-romanticism. With him, it was different. With him, I actually thought we had a good future together. Like, this is a guy that's strong for me. This is a guy that's a real man for me. This is a guy that wants to take care of me, wants to take care of me emotionally and physically, wants to be there for me, really loves me, loves the similar music, loves dancing like I do, loves movies, loves going out to places, loves giggling with me and having fun together, loves kissing as much as I do, loves holding hands as much as I do. We share secrets and we have loads of fun. And I just thought it was a really good match. And then to have all that love and romance and all those feelings and that type of guy, and then just like goes to the opposite, like becomes disinterested in me, becomes not non-responsive to some of my messages, doesn't want to engage in back and forth conversation anymore like he was doing before. Like, I did speak to him on the phone, but I felt like I was doing a lot of the talking. And it was more like a mate. There was no like, I love you. Like, if he said that, it was more forced. Not like, I really miss you. I really love you, mountains. And, like, I'm not clear on why you broke up with him, if the possibility that this is temporary was there. I broke up with him, Michael, because I thought he didn't want to be in a relationship with me anymore. That's why I broke up with him. Because I messaged him this morning and said that I don't feel appreciated anymore. And I don't think he's interested in a relationship with me anymore because of the way he was with me. Going from really romantic, really into me, really interested in me and being with me, to not really saying much, just sending a few hearts, not really speaking to me. Me saying that I wasn't feeling good about the relationship and I wanted to talk to him about it, and him being non-responsive. And then this morning, I just got, I said to him, do you not want to be in a relationship with me anymore? Because I get the impression you don't want to be in a relationship with me anymore. But, like, I still love him. I didn't want to split up with him. But when I split up with him, all he did was give me thumbs up, like he agreed with it, and asked for his stuff back. No, I love you. I don't want to split up with you. You mean the world to me. We're great together. None of that. None of the let's work things out. None of them I really care about you. None of the I want to make it work. None of that. And so, because his attitude and behaviour changed towards me, became more distant and disinterested in me, and he was talking to me more like a mate down the pub than he was a girlfriend boyfriend, and struggled to say the words "I love you" anymore, which was completely different to what he's going before. I got the feeling that he didn't want to be in a relationship with me anymore. That he was just waiting for me to say it's over. That he didn't want to do it himself, and so he was waiting for me to do it. Because I didn't feel appreciated anymore. I didn't feel he really loved me and wanted to be with me anymore. I just felt like since Sunday, I got upset because something he said completely caught me out of the blue. I wasn't expecting it. And he got angry and upset that I was upset. And that instead of working it out and sorting any problems out, or I thought we'd sorted them out, but he was distant at that time. And I was trying to understand him better. I was asking more questions about the situation, and I was really wanting to understand him as a person more because I loved him. But when you're trying your hardest, like on Monday, I was saying that I love you, about all the wonderful things that he does for me, about shopping, taking care of me. I love cuddling him, I love kissing him, I love being with him. But it was me saying all that stuff to him. And he was, he was in a lot of pain on Monday with his health, and he'd had a bad day at work. But I said, at least you got me to speak to. I'm a beautiful girlfriend you're talking to. No response to that. No, like, yeah, it's lovely to talk to you, babes. It's great. Wonderful. Thanks for being here for me. Thanks for supporting me. I really treasure you. I really care about you. I really love you. It's nice. It's great. I'm glad I've got you. None of that. It was more like a mate. Just me talking and him saying what he's doing his day. No, I love you. I miss you. I really wished I could be with you again. God, when I didn't say specifically, definitely when he was going to see me next. Like I pretty much told me he wanted to come over weekends, but there was no like definite like, yeah, I'll see you. So we'll meet on Friday, shall we? We meet on Saturday, shall we? I really want to see you again. So because he became disinterested in me, how can you continue a relationship with someone who's disinterested in you, not responsive to messages very much, not to the important things? Like I'm not. I asked him how he was feeling about the relationship on Sunday, and he said he was feeling fine about it, but I actually wasn't. Um, because to go from kissy, cuddly, super romantic, love you to bits, to not saying any of those things anymore means there's a distinct differentiation. I don't know if it can be worked out and that we can be together again in the future. I don't know if I presume he's really happy that we split up, because why would you give a thumbs up, meaning great, that's good, if we split up, if you weren't happy with that? Do you know what I mean? I said to him before I did it, I said to him, well, if you don't want to be with me in a relationship anymore, just tell me. And he went silent, didn't respond at all. And usually, wherever he is, even if he's working and busy, he's always responding to me. Like, always. And so, he's just taking ages to message me back, and the behaviour is very different. It's like, what am I meant to do? I can't be in a relationship with someone who clearly seems to not appreciate me anymore, seems to not value being with me anymore, seems to not want me as a girlfriend anymore. I don't know what else to do. So I said to him that I guess I'm gonna split up with you then and change my status back to single. And he didn't stop me. He didn't say, no, that's not what I want. Of course I love you. I'll talk to you later about this and sort it out with you. Because, I always thought he was a real man. I always thought this is a guy that I can actually talk to. I can tell him how I feel and he will do something about it. And he's a really strong guy like that. I always felt like that before. But then since Sunday, things just changed. And like when we was kissing goodbye at the I want to kiss him goodbye at the train station. I walked him to the train station, which was really late at night. Actually, there was this horrible drunk person afterwards, and I was really quite frightened. I had to stay back and let the guy go on the stairs. But I saw him off at the train station. But instead of him being really into me and like really wanting to cuddle me and kiss me, like, oh, I'm not going to see you for days now, I'm going to miss you, he like put his headphones in and was going to listen to music. Don't all relationships have up and downs? This could have been one of them. Yeah, it could have been one of the downs, exactly, Michael. But then, exactly, it could have been a down. But then what am I supposed to do if the person won't talk to me? The person won't respond to me. The person's disinterested in me. What am I meant to do? How can I talk to a person who doesn't want to talk to me? How can I continue a relationship like that? You know, to me, it's normal. To me, if something crops up, like the thing on Sunday, it's a normal part of a relationship that you should be able to discuss with your partner and say, I'm feeling upset right now. And the partner should go, I'm really sorry you're feeling upset. Let's talk about it. Instead of the other person acknowledging I'm upset and then doing something about it, he got angry with me for being upset. And you can't be angry with someone for being upset when you told them something that shocked them. Because it's not their fault they're upset. He caught me completely off guard. I wasn't expecting what he said. And I was like, whoa. I'm just shocked. Shocked. And then he said something that meant the situation was different now because he was with me. And I thought, that's great. But instead of that being the end of it, it seemed to be a huge problem. And exactly, Michael, relationships do have ups and downs, but it's how you get through the downs together, isn't it? But if a person's not responding to you, they don't seem interested in a relationship with you anymore. You're at the train station, you thought you've made up, you're not going to see that person for days, yet they're putting their headphones on to listen to music, really more interested in leaving, watching the time, than actually being with you and kissing and cuddling you. Then they can listen to music on the train, can't they? Anytime. It's like, you know, I'm talking to you, I'm missing you. And then as soon as they went on the train, they're on the phone straight away, not even waving me goodbye. And it's like, excuse me? You know, he might be talking to his mum or someone else. I don't know why he's phoning, but, you know, it's kind of like, wave me goodbye. You know, I've gone out of my way late at night to come and see you, to say goodbye to you. And like I said, there was actually a drunk guy there. He was really, I don't know if he's drunk or on drugs or what, but I had to stay back. I mean, his trousers were down, his pants were on display, and I was quite frightened. And he was going near me down luckily he didn't see me. He went downstairs that I had to go down. You know, I'm here, you know, like, surely a partner should have been looking out and waving goodbye and making sure I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and thinking, you know, like, his behavior was different. And I don't know why, you know? I don't know why, because I was trying to talk to him about it and he would just send me a few little hearts without talking to me about it, you know? In order to have a relationship, you've got to have two people communicating backwards and forwards, two people talking all the time, saying, this is how I feel, that's how I feel. You know, if one person's not happy in the relationship, you should be talking to each other and working it out, not just being unresponsive, not talking about it and not sorting it out, because that's not going to help. I felt he didn't love me anymore, that he didn't want to be in a relationship with me anymore, that he was just going through the motions, that all the lovey-dovey stuff, the romance, the kissing, the cuddling, all that type of thing was just like what he used to say to me before about, I love you, I miss you loads and loads, and all that stuff. It's beautiful. And then just to stop, you know, like when I was talking to him on the phone yesterday, it was like all me saying, I love you, I miss you, I wish I could cuddle you right now, I wish I could kiss you. You know, I love all these things about you. And there's no positive feedback about me whatsoever. No, you know, lovey-dovey stuff anymore. Like, it was just like talking to a mate down the pub. And that's not right. It doesn't feel right. And so I don't know what else to do. I thought he's unhappy in the relationship. He's unhappy being with me. He doesn't want to be in a relationship with me anymore, because if he did, he would be acting like it. And so I have no choice but to let him go, even though I love him, adore him, think we were great together in many ways, until he became indifferent and changed. I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. You know, I love him implicitly, but to just get a thumbs up to us splitting up and like, yeah, I want my stuff. It's like he seems more interested in his get his stuff back. I don't care about his stuff. He can have it back. But, you know, he seems more interested in his stuff than he does actually the fact he's lost me in a relationship. If a guy is really in love with someone, the last thing he wants to do is lose that person. He will fight for that person. He will not just be like, okay, great, yeah, you're out of a relationship with me, wonderful. He'll be like fighting for that person. He'll be like, I don't care what anyone thinks, what anyone says. She's the girl I want to be with for the rest of my life. I've made all these plans with her. I'm gonna follow her through on it. I'm gonna love her. You know, we're in a relationship. Things are different when you're in a relationship to when you're single. You know, I'm gonna work stuff out. I wanted him to just carry on being the beautiful, gorgeous guy that he's always been with me, the strong guy that he's always been with me, the caring guy that he's always been with me, the loving guy that he's always been with me, that beautiful heart he's got. You know, I loved him completely and utterly for a human being person that he was. You know, I really loved him. Like other people, I think he's been in a relationship with, they didn't love him like I did. I was really good for him. I know I was. You know, I'm an intelligent girl. I'm not after him for sex because I can't stand that. Yes, I did learn some stuff in the relationship. I learned I'm more touching than I thought I would, which was weird for me. I learned I can be with a British guy now, so I can advertise. Yeah, look for British guy, asexual guys. So I've got more. Thanks to him, I've got more people to be interested in me in the future. But I wanted him, you know, like even on when was it Sunday night when there was a guy from Puerto Rico that came on here and started asking me, saying he was interested in a relationship with me, and I told him blank that I am with, you know, with. You know who I'm talking about. I was with him and I'm in a relationship, and he still kept going on. We would be a nice, cute couple. And I said, no, I'm with him. And even he said, leave my girlfriend alone. You know? And I agree it could have been a down, you know, but if he wanted to be with me in a relationship, he would have said so. He wouldn't be giving, yeah, thumbs up, great, 3 thumbs up, we're not together anymore. And like, I want my stuff back. That's not the response of a person who loves you, really wants to be with you, doesn't want to split up with you, wants to get back with you. You know, it'd be like, well, what are you doing? Of course I want to be with you. And like changing the status back to being in a relationship, or definitely not letting us split up in the first place. But I thought that's what you wanted. That's why I've done this video about letting someone go you love. You know, sometimes you have to let go of someone you love when clearly they don't appear to love you anymore, or in that way they just appear to want to be your mate. They appear to just want to be your friend. And I don't know what happened. I don't know why he changed his mind and his behavior. I don't know. You know, I'm left not knowing the answer to that. All I know is that I was very good for him. He was very good for me the rest of the time. He was a brilliant guy. He was my ideal guy in lots of ways. I was his ideal girl. And we did love each other, I believe. But I don't know. Maybe, you know, he just stopped. I don't know. I don't know how someone can actually really love someone and just stop like that. To me, it's just not normal behaviour. You know, if you love someone, you don't just go, oh, right, I don't love them anymore. Doesn't happen like that. You don't just go from all these emotions to being, I love you, I miss you, I want you, I need you, I'm crazy about you, to like talking like a mate down the pub to you, you know, like, hi, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm doing this today, you know? It doesn't make sense. But if someone's not wanting to be in a relationship with me anymore, if they're disinterested in me, doesn't matter how much I love them, I'm going to set them free. I'm going to say, fine, okay, if you don't want to be in a relationship with me anymore, you don't want to end it, I will. You know, there's no point in me being in pain and upset and them being in pain and upset if they don't want to be with me anymore. You know, he doesn't seem upset that he's not with me anymore. He's not the one in tears, I am. You know, he's the one giving me thumbs up saying, great, you know, we're not in a relationship, give him my stuff back. I mean, I have been messaging him. Well, he's been messaging me a bit tonight. It's just like a mate. this is what I'm doing tonight. That's it, like a mate, which is pretty much what he was doing before I even split up with him in the end. You know what I mean? You can't, like, it's like if I wanted to mate, I'd just go and get more friends, wouldn't I? You know what I mean? That wasn't what we were about. We were highly romantically attracted to each other. We were very good friends, I thought. We were very good for each other, like liking a lot of the same music, same, like I said, films, going out to. He had his time plan with me. I've got stuff all over my calendar. Like we were going to go out to a party with his friends just round the corner from where I live. We were going to go together to an engagement party, like reception in July. We're going to do that together. We were going to go to the Devon County show together, have a great time there. We obviously were going to go to Breen. That didn't work out, but I was hoping to go to another time within Breen. I guess I won't be going with him there anymore. And so, we had stuff planned. It's not like he wasn't a guy that's making plans. However, when I asked him, like, have you told these people that you've invited me? It's kind of like, no, I've got to do it. And it's kind of like, when you invited me, but you've not actually told them then. Which, again, is like, why not? Does he have autism? Heather, that's a question I asked him. He said no, but I tend to think he's on the autistic spectrum, personally. But he's very good at social skills, and autistic people aren't usually very good at social skills. Maybe he's an achromantic. It used to be called lithomantic. It's a lack of romantic attraction which is reciprocated. When it is reciprocated, I don't think he's like that at all, Michael. I don't know for definite he's even asexual. It used to be is a lack of romantic attraction. I don't think it's like that at all, Michael. I just think he changed his mind over me. I think he changed his mind over me. Like I said, he told me something. I was shocked. He didn't like the fact, and I was upset. I was upset on Sunday about something he said, and he didn't like my reaction to me being upset, which I couldn't help. Like in a relationship, you're going to get upset at times, and you need a person that's going to be able to, talk to you about your upset and sort it out. So I can only think it was to do with that, why you became really different. But in a relationship, you're going to have to talk about stuff you're upset about and help the other person get through it with you. So yeah, he doesn't seem bothered about the fact I'm not in a relationship with anymore. If he wanted to be in a relationship with me, he would have been asking me to still be with him and not stopping us splitting up in the first place. So it's really sad. I'm really sad about it. I think we were really good together in many, 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 many ways. And I think it's really hard, And if he is asexual, really doesn't like sex like me, then he's going to find it hard to find someone suitable for him, like me. Really difficult. But and he's going to find someone hard to get someone like me who loves him anyway, who's intelligent and really cares about him. But I guess that's not my problem anymore, is it? It's up to him. Like, he's not asking me to be back in a relationship with him. He's not talking to me in a romantic way anymore. Just a mate way now. He's accepted the fact I'm not in a relationship with him. He was given a thumbs up. He wants to come and get his stuff. He's got food and clothes here and toiletries from when he stayed over. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it, really. Sad. I think it's very, very sad. And I did think he might be on the autistic spectrum myself because, but he's got very good social skills. So, and usually people who are autistic don't have good social skills. He said he's not, so, but he has got other special needs, which I mentioned before. I mean, I haven't said what they are exactly, but like, I still loved him with those, I don't have those, but he told me that when I first met him that I was the only one who understood him and that I would look after him, and I think I've done that. Looked after him really well. Like, I was even cooking for him on Sunday. You know how much I hate cooking and refuse to cook for a guy, but I was cooking for him on Sunday. I mean, I think he would prefer to cook it himself, but he was eating like food like I don't like red meat, like sausages and stuff in my microwave and eating those. And like I was doing stuff for him that I would never do for a guy usually because I loved him. But like, what can you do? I mean, every time I get upset about something in a relationship, if the response is going to be anger from him, then that's no good anyway, is it? You can't be in a relationship where every time you're upset about something, someone gets angry with you when they're the ones who said something that cause the upset in the first place. So, you know what I mean? There's nothing more I can say, really. It's sad. But I think, in life, you just have to let someone go you love sometimes because it's for their own good and your own good. There's no point in going on and on and on in the relationship when clearly that person doesn't seem to want to be in a relationship with you anymore. I think that's one of the worst things. It just goes on for days and days and days when you already feel intuitively that this person doesn't want to be in a relationship with you anymore. Because if they did, they wouldn't be behaving in that way towards you. They would care. They would really care. They'd be like, oh man, I don't want to lose this person. I love them. They're great for me. We do all this stuff planned together. We're going to do all this with our lives. I really love her and want her in my life. It's really weird because on Sunday night I said to him, can you see me being in your future? He's like, yeah, I can really see you being in my future. So, I don't know. I mean, he removed me from his screensaver. Here, a picture of me and him. He removed me from his screensaver. Sunday date, I noticed it was caravans. I'm like, why would you remove a screensaver of a beautiful woman who's your girlfriend, or beautiful girl who's your girlfriend, and put caravans in its place? Why would you do that unless you didn't want people to see us on the phone together that you were with me? But he's on Facebook in a relationship with me. Obviously, he's not anymore because I told him that I'd have to obviously split up because that seems what he wanted. Didn't seem to want to be in a relationship with me anymore. And sometimes we just have to let someone go that we love. I know as a good person for him. I'm not perfect. I'm really not perfect. No one's perfect, I did get upset about what he told me. I didn't mean to. It was just a knee-jerk reaction. If someone tells you something completely out of blue, I mean, we were I think watching a movie and kissing or something, and then he comes out of blue with this thing, and I'm like, oh my God. And I was just instantly burst into tears. It's like a knee-jerk reaction. Couldn't help it. And, and so instead of him being kind of understanding, it's more like he was not happy that I was crying. I couldn't help it, And so, I don't know. I just think there's a lot of good qualities I liked about him. And it's sad that it's over between me and him and that I let him go, because sometimes you have to let someone you love if they no longer love you or no longer demonstrating they love you. If they're no longer demonstrating that they value you, appreciate you being their girlfriend, they want you to be their girlfriend, they want to make things work with you, they're not putting energy and effort into being in a relationship with you. Yeah, sure, they might be talking to you like a mate, but that's very different. Anyone can be mates and talk to someone like a mate, especially if they're bored and got nothing else to do. Do you know what I mean? It's very different to actually making time for that person because you love them, because you want to spend time with them, because you want to be with them. Where did all the romance go? Where did all those feelings of romance go? Why did all that stop? Pretty much. I mean, he was sending me a few hearts, like one, I miss you and I love you, but it's more generic stuff than what he was doing before. And, I tried to tell him I was unhappy. I wanted to talk about it. Because I wasn't feeling good. I mean, who would feel good if you're with someone who you all of a sudden didn't want to be in a relationship with you anymore, that was disinterested and more interested in other things, that didn't seem into you anymore, didn't seem to want to tell you he loved you anymore. It was really hard for him to say that anymore. What can you do? You have to let them go and think, well, I love this person. The best thing is to let them go. You know? It's hard letting go of someone you love. Because it's kind of like feels one-sided as well. It kind of feels like, well, I really loved him, but what about all that stuff he said to me? What about all the tender moments we shared? I mean, you know, like he kissed me loads. You know, that sort of feeling, that emotion of electricity when we kiss, you know, that can't just disappear overnight and him not feel that anymore. You know, all that love feelings, all those emotions, those I love you romance and everything else, that can't just disappear overnight and that person become a totally different person towards you and be more like a mate than a partner, than a boyfriend. How can that happen? You know, I might never know those answers unless the other person talks to you and tells you what happened and how they feel, and you can't do anything. You can't have a one-sided relationship where you're doing all the work. One thing that sucks about being aromantic is I don't know how to comfort someone dealing with a breakup because I want to help you. Thank you, Michael. That's really nice of you. Thank you so much. I'm lucky I've had good friends today. I've had one of my Facebook friends. I've known her for absolutely years. She hasn't phoned to me for 2 hours. 2 hours. You know, that's someone who loves me as a friend. The guy I split up with not doing any of that. A friend, I haven't even spoke to her. I met her on the internet. We're like entrepreneur best friends, and she lives in another country. I've never spoke to her online before. She phoned me up especially for over 2 hours to talk to me. And she said, "You're so beautiful. You're so intelligent." And just think of how much he's lost not being with you anymore. Just think. And she saw the pictures of me and him, and she said, "You made him so happy. He looked so happy with you." You know? "He looked so happy with you." I said, "Yeah, he was." And she said, "It doesn't matter about age, you know? So long as you care about each other, you make each other happy. That's all that's important. That's all friends and family should care about. Is that you love each other and make each other happy. You know? And I've had, you know, some asexual friends tonight. One of my best asexual friends, he talked to me on the phone for a bit. I've had some other asexual friends. One of them's going to have meet me for lunch next week because he knows I'm really upset and he cares about me. And I'm still dealing with the fact that he's coming to collect his stuff, but he's not coming. Obviously, someone's been talking to him because he said he's not coming to my actual. He'll come right down the end of my road, like path, to get the stuff off me. He doesn't even want to come in my home. Doesn't even want to really talk to me. Obviously, just wants to collect his stuff. When someone changes like that, what can you do? You just have to let go of someone you love, thinking of how right you were together, but how obviously you're not anymore. You have to set someone free. I always told him when I first got with him, you know, like, you're free to go. He was free to end it, but I think he wanted me to. You know, there comes a time when you get the impression that someone just wants you to break it off because they don't want to be with you anymore in a relationship. That's the impression I got from him. And it's damn sad. because I loved him implicitly. And I don't think anyone's going to be better in his life in a long-term relationship that I would have been with him, because I understand him, because I care genuinely about him as a human being, because I'm not a user or a horrible person, but someone who genuinely loved him. And I think he's going to find that hard to ever get a person like that again, who genuinely wants the best for him, who wants to make him in the best version possible for him, who wants to help him improve his life, who has the same interests and hobbies, who's great at dance together, who has this chemistry. We had this huge chemistry, even though there was no sex involved, we had this huge physical chemistry. It was just beautiful. I really trusted him physically around me. Like, you know how much it takes for me to trust a guy physically around me. You know, some guy not to just stick his whatever in me and be like that with me and pressurize me into having sex. He wasn't like that. You know, thank God he wasn't like that. You know, and he seemed to love kissing just as much as I did. All the intimacy just seemed to be spot on, you know? Like, I don't want sex, you know. I was surprised that I did like a bit more touching than I thought I would. But I think that's because he's my age group that I'm actually interested in being with and feel comfortable with. You know? And so that was really difficult for me. I've hardly eaten all day as well. My food's in the oven. I think I'm going to have to go and switch it down or off because I don't want it to burn or leave the live stream. But I'm kind of still in the middle of talking. I don't like stopping when I'm talking. I'm going to go and turn it down quickly. I'm going to have like a blank few seconds so I don't want to burn stuff and burn that. So yeah, I'm back because I didn't want to burn my flat down, you know. So yeah, I haven't ate much all day. I've just been upset all day, you know. When you're broken up with someone, you go through all these emotions. Like, clearly he doesn't seem to be going through any emotion. Like, when I messaged him, he's like having fun, which is great. I want him to have fun in his life, you know, drinking, listening to music. It's all cool. I'm pleased for him that, you know, but when, you know, he's not angry, he's not upset, just doesn't have any emotion towards me, I don't think, anymore. And you know, I'm the one that's upset, so clearly I'm the one that wanted to be in a relationship. He didn't anymore, because if he did, he would be, well, he wouldn't have let me even go, would he? But I think, you know, you have to let someone go you love and care about, because if they don't love you anymore and don't want to be in a relationship with you anymore, what do you do? You can't do anything. And yeah, it's been great that I've had my friends around me today. I just haven't felt like doing any work. I haven't really felt like doing anything. You know, I haven't been that hungry. I am hungry because my stomach's hurting all the time, but I haven't felt like eating. Excuse me, very much. But he seems happy we split up, you know. It's like, thumbs up, we're together anymore. He changed his profile picture back, you know, after I changed my status to single. Didn't try and get back with me. You know, at least you learn from this situation. Well, I learned I'm strong and can let someone go, Heather. Yeah, I'm strong, really strong person. I took a chance as well. I do think it's important in life to take chances and opportunities sometimes, even if they lead you to being upset and in pain, because I think life is too short. And if you've got a great opportunity in front of you, you know, that person could have been the person that I would have spent the rest of my life with. I thought that was actually going to be the one. I just, like, you know, I've always been interested in Indian guys, foreign guys. I wasn't even interested in that anymore. I was just happy with him. Happy with him. That was it. Totally and utterly. I thought, this is a good guy for me. He got so well. He listens to me. He's attentive to me. If I'm upset at all, he would just sort the problems out. He's super strong. Think of the fun times. Yeah, I do think of the fun times, Heather. But then you also, when you have fun times, you're thinking, well, why did things change? Why did he become indifferent? Why does he not care about me anymore? Why did all that love and romance things just go? What was the reason behind it? You know? You're left thinking, what, you know? But, you know, I honestly thought I was the right person for him. But it's got to be two ways, hasn't it? If he's not interested in me anymore, he doesn't love me anymore, he's not interested in a relationship with me anymore, I'll have to let him go, because I deserve a good guy for me. I deserve someone who'll love me forever, who'll respect me, who'll look after my emotions, not just my physical needs, who will appreciate me, who will be kind to me, who will want to work things out with me, you know. And I did learn that I could be with a British guy in a relationship, which I didn't think I could. So that is a really positive thing that's come out of it. And also, I think with the right guy, maybe I like more touching than I thought I did. I'm quite a sensual person. I don't want intercourse still, but I'm quite a sensual person. I've always told you I have huge arousal levels. I'm very grade A in that area. My behaviour is very sexual, even though I have no sexual attraction whatsoever. And so it's very confusing for me. No, it's very confusing. I'm like, how can I feel this aroused? How can I love this much kissing and touching? But still, I have no sexual attraction. Diddly swat, zilt. No, I didn't think of him and think, I want to have sex with you at all. No need, no urge, no want was there for sex. But I did like being intimate with him. I did like kissing clothes, particularly with my clothes on mostly, you know. And I was surprised at that. So I think maybe with the right young guy, because obviously I'm only attracted to younger guys, then maybe with the right young guy I could be like that again. And that I could be with a British guy, which means it's given me so much more opportunity now on asexual dating sites and ASAP, because I can put them interested. It still scares me though a bit being with a British guy, I think. And I still attracted aesthetically to foreign guys. That doesn't go away. But now I've been with him, it's kind of like, well, he's British. I was super attracted to him. Like I never thought I would be in my whole life again. I got on so well with him. We had so much in common. But I think, you know, like, I don't know if he was definitely asexual or not, but it's going to be very hard for him to find a person if he is asexual. Because, you know, there's not many women who don't want sex in the end. But I don't know if he was asexual or not. I guess I'll never totally 100% know that. Only he knows that. But he could live without sex, and I was just happy with that, you know? I was happy that I could trust him to not have sex, to not pounce on me, to not jump on me. You know? That was a real benefit to me. Huge benefit. I was so lucky to have that. But again, this is all me saying good stuff about him predominantly and praising him and loving him. You know, where's it reciprocated? If it's not reciprocated, you can't be in a relationship. Can't be in a half relationship with yourself. You know what I mean? This doesn't work. But yeah, I learned that I could be with a British guy. I like more touching than I thought I do. I don't know if I could do more touching naked maybe as well. I don't know. With the right person, young person. I still at the moment prefer my clothes on doing that. But yeah, so yeah, I did learn that about myself, you know, which was an experience. And I learned that I really do need a younger guy because I relate to them so much better. I feel comfortable and confident. But I do need a younger guy who knows exactly his own mind, who doesn't listen to family, friends that are negative, who's really, really into me and knows his own mind, who knows that he doesn't want sex, marriage, and kids. That's so important because obviously I don't. He was very clear on that actually, like not needing sex and not wanting kids. So that was another good thing, you know. And he likes traveling, but he was going to go traveling with his club. I didn't stop him doing that. He's going to Menorca, so he can still travel with his club that he goes to. So that's not like he's missing out on that. And he was going to go to all these places with me, you know. He was going to go to all these you know, at parties and places with me. You know, like, so, you know, it wasn't like we weren't going to go out and do stuff together. Excuse me, I'm just like getting water because I'm like drying up here. And so, you know, there was a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. And so, yeah, but you have to let go of someone you love if they don't love you back anymore. If they don't reciprocate your love, if they're not giving you the time, attention, care, because in a relationship, you've got your own needs to think about. Like if you're giving, and you're saying, I love you, I want you, I miss you, I can't wait to see you, big cuddles, big kisses, and they're no longer reciprocating that, I mean, that just feels dreadful, doesn't it, to the other person? Whichever situation it is. I mean, it happened to be that it was non-reciprocated from him, pretty much, I felt. And so I don't know what happened. I don't know if someone said something to him. I don't know if he just changed his mind about me. I don't know what happened, but I think it's a heck of a shame. I think we were the potential for us to be long-term relationship committed forever was huge. I mean, huge, because we were so similar on stuff. And I thought we got on so well together. Huge, huge. And I do think it's a shame that that person's not bothered that we're not together anymore. In fact, they seem quite happy about it, quite chilled and cool about it, you know, and therefore that tells me that the person didn't want to be in a relationship with me anymore, that I've made the right decision for both of us, that I've let go of the person I love who seemed to not really love me anymore. I've let go of the person I love so that we can both be free. I've let go of the person I love because I love them and I want them to be happy. And if being without me makes them more happier than being with me, then they need to go and be by themselves or with someone else, don't they? Similarly, you know, if that person's not making me happy anymore because they're not being attentive to me anymore, they're not really into me anymore, they're not loving me, they're not listening and taking action and trying to have adult conversations and interactions with each other and really taking the time out to talk to each other and solving problems, you know, if they're getting angry when I'm upset, that's not healthy. You know, I'm going to be upset in my life sometimes, and a response of anger to upset is not a good response, you know? And I don't want to ever get physically hurt again either. Do you know what I mean? Not that they've done that, but, you know, if someone gets angry and stuff, you know, it's a worry, isn't it, when someone gets angry? I mean, if someone gets angry in a good way, a positive way, like I'm angry right now, that's great. But if someone gets angry in a more dramatic way, it's a bit more like, oh, it's a bit scary. And so yeah, I just think it's a shame. I think it's a real shame. But anyway, I've got to move on with my life now, haven't I? He's going to be coming for his stuff sometime. I'm still like, it's like I put it in the washing machine today. So it's like washing pajamas for him, even when we're no longer together. But it's like, hey, you know, and it's like he doesn't even want to come directly to my house. Like he wants to come down the path. I presume that was someone else's idea. Because like meeting on neutral territory, it's a bit weird when it's like it's been coming around with place loads and it's been really natural together. Yeah. But sometimes two people can get back together in the future. It's just not the right time now for those people to be in a relationship. Like, and in a month, 2 months, years to come, sometimes they can get back together again because the timing's right and they're both in a better place in their mind and they both understand each other better. And other times you were only meant to be with them for a very short time in your life. It was love for those moments, and it's a life lesson, I guess. And like I said, the lessons I've learned are that I could be with a British guy, which helps me immensely because I mean, I'm going to be able to have lots more opportunities to be with a asexual guy now, aren't I? But I don't know if I'd feel that way about every British guy or lots of British guys. or many, because, like, I found that quite unique with him. I'm not that attracted to British guys, so I don't know if I put I like British guys and meet up with them, if I'll feel the same way about them. It's a bit hard even thinking about another guy when my heart's still with this guy. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit weird. But see, this is an asexual channel, so it's good to discuss it, isn't it, really? Saying the things I learn. Because I think you learn things about yourself every time you're with someone. I mean, I learned, that I will do stuff for a person I really love and adore. I mean, I was doing cooking for him on Sunday. I know he wasn't that keen on the food, but because he likes sorcery, but that's not the point, is it? I like, I don't know if he even knew how big a deal that was for me. I mean, it's a humongous deal. I've not cooked for a guy for years. I don't do it as a general rule. I don't usually like red meat in my house, but he, it's fine. He can eat what he wants. Whatever he wants makes him happy. And like, sharing a bed with someone again, that's really weird for me because I can't even sleep half the time. That's very awkward for me. That's difficult for me. So I did that, and we went shopping together like a couple does. And I just think it's really sad when you've been with someone who's you thought was so right together, and then the person just becomes not interested in a relationship with you anymore, becomes disinterested, becomes distant, becomes not as interested in you anymore, and clearly seems to not want to be in a relationship with you anymore for whatever reason. And I think the not knowing the reason is hard as well. I think that's, it's all a case of, well, what went wrong? And I'll probably never know unless they talk to me as a friend and tell me, you know? I can guess that it was the fact I was upset, but then why would someone leave me if I'm upset? So, like, if they're going to leave me or want to leave me because I'm upset, then it would never have worked, would it? Like, if I saw, if I see my partner upset, I want to, like, know how to fix the problem. Like, how can we sort this out? Doesn't mean to upset you. Like, I know it must have been a shock, but, I'm here for you. Let's talk about it. But yeah, so it's all very hard, really. Very hard. But hey ho, it is what it is. I have to accept it. I do find it difficult because I kind of like think, well, did he really not want to be in a relationship with me? But it seemed that way. I mean, why would you give thumbs up to a person? Like, thumbs up means, yeah, great, happy with that outcome. Do you know what I mean? That's what a thumbs up means. Why would you give a thumbs up to someone about we're not in a relationship anymore unless that's what you really wanted? You just wouldn't, would you? And he seems quite happy in his life now, listening to dance music, drinking. I mean, I want him to be happy, don't get me wrong. That's why I set him free. If he's happier without me than with me, I've done the right thing for him. Because if he's happier, then that's great. If he's not upset, I'm upset, we're not together anymore. If he's not upset, that kind of speaks volumes. And the fact that he's more interested in getting his stuff back than actually sorting things out with me and wanting to be in a relationship with me still speaks volumes, doesn't it? It speaks like he just wants to get the heck out of a relationship with me and be single again or whatever with someone else. So I've done the right thing, definitely. Because if I'm not being appreciated, if the person's not wanting to be in a relationship with me anymore, they're not valuing me, they're not making me feel good about myself anymore, they're not caring about me in a romantic way anymore, we're just like mates, then they're no good. I could be getting a guy for me who will treat me the way I want to be treated, who will love me implicitly, who will make me happy, who will really say he loves me and genuinely means it. I can get that type of guy in the future just because I thought that guy was the guy for me, but he's not, clearly. Then it doesn't mean to say I can't get another guy in the future. I mean, I do love being single. I'm so used to being single anyway. But, if that's how he feels that he doesn't love me anymore, he feels, he's not caring about me anymore, then I've done the best possible thing I can in my life for him. Even though it's hard, I've set him free to just be happy being on his own or with someone else if he wants to be with someone else, you know? There's nothing else I can do. I've done the right thing, you know, right by him and by me. You know, if he wants to be in a relationship with me, he would have damn well told me, and I'd be like, no, of course I want to be in a relationship with you. What are you doing? Why would you even say that? That's what you'd be saying to me. But no, it wasn't like that at all. It's like, thumbs up. Yeah, let's get my stuff. It's like, get my stuff, get the heck out of there, you know? And that is someone who doesn't love me anymore, someone who doesn't care about me anymore, someone who is not into me anymore, someone who doesn't want a relationship with me anymore. If he means that stuff. That's what it seems like, you know? And he's not telling me otherwise. He's not saying anything to me otherwise. So yeah, I let him go, and I think it's for he's obviously happy with that, and I'm glad he's happy, you know? If he's happier not being in a relationship with me than being in a relationship with me, then good. I'm glad that I was the one who split up with him if it makes him feel better about himself and about his life, and he's happier, because I want him to be happy. And I want me to be happy, you know? I want us both to be happy. If we're not happy together anymore, or one of us isn't, there's no point. I mean, I wasn't happy. That's why I came to him yesterday. So I wasn't happy. I wasn't feeling happy anymore. I want to be loved and appreciated. I want someone to say, "Gay, I'm with Sandra. It's so nice to see you, Sandra. So nice to talk to you, Sandra. So nice to be with you and share experience with you. It's so nice that you're my girlfriend. I'm really proud of you. I really want to be with you. Love you, you know? That's what I want. I want someone who's gonna, you know, like when he leaves me at the train station, he's gonna kiss and cuddle me and say, "Oh, I'm gonna miss you so much." And he's gonna wave me goodbye and blow me kisses, and like he was doing before, and you know, and just really gonna love spending time with me and really appreciate me. You know, really, really say, like, I really appreciate you being with me. I really love the fact you love me. It feels great. I really love the fact you care about me and are there for me, and we support each other. I really, really cherish you. You know, because you need praise in a relationship. Do something tomorrow for yourself. Thanks, Heather. Yeah, it's been a tough day. Very tough day. Very tough day. You know, letting someone go you love is not easy. But I would always say to asexuals, you know, if you're watching this and you think, God, I don't want to ever be in a relationship, it's sad, it's heartbreaking. Yes, it can be. But I'm still glad I did it. I'm still glad I had the relationship with him, even though it was only brief. I'm still glad we got together. I'm still glad we have a great time out dancing at my friend's birthday party. I'm still glad we were giggling, you know, when we went on the aquarium. We're having so much fun together. I'm still glad for all the kisses and cuddles I got, all the affection I got. I'm still glad for the strong guy he was when I was with him, and he was still interested in me. I'm thankful for like the fact he did some shopping for us together. The fact he bought me like you know, he didn't just come over and use my stuff. He was buying washing powder because he knew I was be washing his clothes, and toilet rolls because he was staying over here. He bought me a few food things as well. I was happy that he bought me the flowers for Easter and my birthday. You know, I was happy with loads of stuff. And so I don't regret being in a relationship with him briefly. I'm glad you took the distance. Thank you, Heather. I took the chance. I'm glad you took the chance, Heather says, not distance. Yeah, I'm glad I took the chance. I'm glad I took the chance. I'm glad I took the risk. It didn't pay off in the way I'd hoped it to. But I have got the fact that, yes, I can be attracted to British guys now. And I'm going to put that on my profile. But it's kind of like I don't want British guys, I just want him, but I can't have him anymore in that way. So, you know, it's kind of like I'm open to foreign guys and British guys now in the early to mid 20s. I think I don't really like above mid 20s is a bit pushing it for me. Mid 20s ideally. And that's been good. And yeah, I don't know about the touching. Like touching with clothes on, I think quite a lot of places. I think I'm good with that. But being naked, I still don't feel. I mean, I'm not at the stage I'm at the moment. I wouldn't be comfortable with complete nakedness. Be too much. And I still don't want sex, you know? You learn what type of guys. Yeah. I think it's going to be harder to be open to British guys because there's going to be less of them, you know, that I'm really attracted to. I mean, he's not my usual type in terms of looks, but I adored him. I thought he was a really cute guy. Dress sense was impeccable. Beautiful dress sense. Very cute. Loved his spiky hair. Beautiful. You know, I have lots of positive stuff to say about him. You know, lots of positive stuff to say. I mean, he's not perfect. I'm not perfect, you know, but still have lots of positive stuff to say. And I think it's a damn shame we're not together still because I think we would have just made a fantastic couple. And I just can't believe it with all the plans he was making for our future, all the trips he was talking about doing together, all the future he's talking about creating. I mean, me going over at his place and stuff. You know, like creating a memory box together of all the photographs, just all that to just disappear like that is just horrendous. It is a horrible feeling. Yes, I'll get over it. Yes, I'll get over him. I'll move on. I have to. Yes, I'll have other guys interested in me. No doubt he'll probably have loads of other women interested in him. You know, but if they make him happier than I make him, good luck to him and them, I say. You know? At the end of the day, I just want him to be happy. I want him to be very, very happy. I've never, ever, ever want someone in my life to be so happy as I want him to be happy, which proves I really love him. It's different to the guys I've been with in the past. I wanted to do stuff for him. I wanted to make him happy. I wanted to please him. I did stuff for him that I would never do for anyone else. That's what hurt so much. The fact I did change myself for him. That I haven't done for anyone before. And actually, I thought I could only do that for foreign guys, probably. If there was going to be a guy, it was going to be a foreign guy doing that. I think it's really sad. It's really sad. I think it's really, really sad. But don't let this put you off. Try a relationship. I'm still never going to give up on finding the right guy for me, yeah? Because once you've given up, that's it. And everything happens for a reason. And if he comes back into my life in the future and he's a strong guy that I need him to be, and he decides, yes, I do love Sandra, and I was silly to not stop her from going out of my life, and I'm never going to do that again, and I'm going to love her for eternity, and we're going to work everything out in the future. You know, if he came back and did that, things could change. I don't foresee him doing that right now. Maybe never. But you never know, you know? And I think sometimes people just, the timing's off. You're not meant to be together right now with that person, but you can be in the future. And sometimes you just separate at the right time because you're meant to be with other people or do other things in your life. And you can't be with that person that time anyway. Everything happens for a reason. I think he did learn something, Sandra. What do you think he learnt, Heather? What did you think he learnt? I'm interested to know. You said, I think he did learn something, Sandra. What do you think he learnt? I mean, I think he learnt a lot with me. I think he learnt about true love. I think he learnt about how it felt to be with an intelligent, beautiful woman, girl, which he probably never actually been with someone of that level of intellect before and beauty before. Yeah, I'm talking about myself, but you know, I'm being positive about myself, aren't I? You know, like, it's not every day you get to be with someone who's like highly prolific like myself, and not every day you get to be with someone who really loves you, who actually genuinely loves you and really honest. He did always say, I'm a very, very, very honest person. I said, I'm the most honest person you ever likely to meet in your life, and I'm the most unique person. And he agreed. He said, yeah, I said, there's not another one like me. He said, yeah, I agree with you. And I actually thought he loved that about me. I thought, you love my uniqueness, you know? And that's why I do believe in soulmates. I do believe there's that one special person out there that's a dead match for you. Not perfect, you know, they're not perfect people, but they're an imperfect perfect match because their personalities are so unique. There's such that unique formula that to get that mix of people just doesn't happen again. But you know, if he's not interested in me anymore, he can't be my soulmate, can he? Means I've still got to carry on looking. And some people believe in loads of different soulmates come into your life. So maybe he's a soulmate that did come into my life for a few weeks and he's out again, pretty much. I mean, we're still talk tonight on Messenger, but it's just been like hanging out like mates type thing, which is very weird if you still love someone. It's kind of hard for me. But it's nice that he's happy. I'm glad he's happy. But it's kind of like I was right then to split up with him because he's obviously happy not being in a relationship with me. So I was right. My instincts were right to do that. But yeah, I think he learnt the power of love from me. I think he learnt about love without sex from me. That it does exist. I think he learnt that you can be super romantic, even very sensual without being sexual, as in the sense of sexual intercourse. I think he learned that someone can adore him the way he is, that someone can care about him, that someone can understand him, that someone can take care of him. I think it's sad he let the person go though, that he told me if he was, you know, being honest, he said, "You understand me more than anyone." And I think that I'm like, why on earth would anyone let someone go if they really believe that? Why would they not want to be in a relationship with someone who understands them more than anyone else? I mean, he's got a best friend, he's got other friends. So I don't really understand why he said that about me, but it wasn't them he was saying about. It wasn't like, oh, I've got my best friend, she understands me more than anyone in the world. It wasn't like I've got this friend or this family member and they understand me more than anyone else. It was like specifically me. I knew when I met you, you understood me more than anyone else. And that you take care of me. Yeah. I mean, to all intents and purposes, I was a stranger when he said that to me. No. And I do think I was very good for him. But then if he doesn't love me anymore, if he doesn't want to be in a relationship with me anymore, it's no good for me. And therefore he's no good. It's no good. He's no good in a relationship for me. Therefore it's better to let him go. You know? I think it's hard though. I really cared about him and loved him implicitly. Still do. But hey ho, I deserve someone who's going to love me forever. I deserve someone who's going to talk to me, and any problems and issues in a relationship, you have to. He learnt about asexuality. Yes, he did, Heather. He learnt about asexuality. He did learn about asexuality. He learnt a lot about asexuality. He learnt a lot about. He actually probably learnt a lot about sex stuff, actually. I mean, I'm a more educational channel than most channels out there. Most channels that talk about sex and love and stuff, it's all to do with gross stuff, you know? People using people's bodies, people sticking it in, people flashing their bits off, you know? This is an educational channel, like, that explains, maybe open up his mind a little. Yeah, I think it did. I think I opened up his mind a lot, actually. You know, and I think it's important to understand the love and relationships. I think it's important to understand how the dynamics work, you know, and I think I helped him with that, but maybe he got a bit stuck or something. But yeah, I was trying to teach him how open communication works and about you have to keep the channels of communication open, and that if you're not happy with something in the relationship, you both need to express that and need to talk about it and sort it out, not just be distant from each other, or not just not sort it out, you know, because that's the problem. A lot of relationships do split up because people don't sort things out. but you can only do what you can do. I can't sort out the problem if someone's not going to talk to me about it. If someone's not going to sort it out, you know, if my partner's upset, I want to sort it out there and then, ASAP. I don't want it to linger. I want it to sort it out, you know, not drag it on, not ignore it, not respond. I want to sort it out now, you know. It's important. It's like, gotta be doing it now, you know. And so yeah, really, really hard. Really, really hard. I think it's very difficult. Very difficult. But hey, I need a good guy for me. I need someone who's really into me like he was in the beginning. I need a guy like him, but in a way that is sustainable. One that, you know, where he's continuously into me, that he doesn't change suddenly like that. I need a guy that's grateful for me in his life, that appreciates me, respects me continuously, not just for the time being, and someone who really loves me for who I am and really thinks, God, I'm so glad I've got Sandra as my girlfriend, you know, it's wonderful. And that will talk to me about things and work things out. And so I guess I'm not the girl for him. Even though I think I am, I guess I'm not the girl for him because he clearly doesn't want to be in a relationship with me anymore. And I guess he's not the guy for me if he feels that way. I don't know if he'll change his mind. Only time will tell. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in and watching. It's been an interesting conversation. Thanks to Heather. Love you lots. Thanks to Michael. Thanks to the other person or people that have tuned in. Night, Michael. Have a beautiful night. I wish you lots of love and happiness. And I say to everyone on this channel, you know, take a risk. Go for the relationship of your dreams. If it doesn't work out, yeah, you'll be sad and in pain for a bit, but it will pass and you'll be free and happy. And one day you'll meet the right person for you and it'll be like, wow, glad I took that chance and that risk. Glad I took that chance and that risk. You know, I obviously haven't met the right person for me yet, you know? I thought I did. But hey, I've got the right person to look forward to, haven't I? In the meantime, I can stay being single, and I really wish I knew what happened, you know? Anyway, give this video a thumbs up if you want at all to like it. I don't know if it's something you could actually like this video, really. It's very upsetting, isn't it? But anyway, thanks, Michael, for tuning in. Thanks, Heather. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. If he watches this channel like he does, sometimes I just want to say I love you still and I miss you, and I'm glad you're happy though. I'm really glad you're happy, and it's a shame it didn't work out between us because I thought we were so great together and I loved a lot of the qualities about you. Yeah. Anyway, it's ended, it's gone. Anyway, I've gotta accept her. It's hard to accept something, isn't it? When you thought something was so right, it's really hard to accept it. Anyway, yeah, gotta accept it. It's done now. He's just got to collect his stuff. It's all done, and yeah, it's over in that way. But I guess when you haven't got closure of why things went the way they did, it's kind of hard to feel it's over. But especially if they're messaging you as mates too. But hey, it is what it is. Thanks, Michael, for tuning in. Thanks, Heather, for tuning in. Thanks so much for watching this live stream. I still say take risks. I still say, you know, take opportunities as they arise. I think you learn something each time from them. And I wish you the very best in your life. Lots of love and happiness to everyone. Thank you for being here on this journey with me. Take care, lots of love, and I'll see you on the next live stream or video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click that great big bell button, that bell icon, to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And don't forget, give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Lots of love. Bye. Bye.